Let's get real. Right now, somewhere inside of you, you know you're meant for more, but you've been waiting, waiting to feel ready, waiting for the perfect plan, waiting for the fear to disappear, waiting for someone to choose you, see you, give you permission. Let me tell you something that changed my life. Life isn't waiting on the world. Life is waiting on you. You weren't born to play small. You weren't made to cope your way through life. You were born to rise. This is the moment you stop managing your life and start mastering it. Hey, I'm Mike Oglesbee, and this message may be short, but it just might be the most important message you've ever heard, because it's the one I wish someone had given me when I was lost, numb, playing small, and pretending that was strength, all while unknowingly avoiding the fear within me that always said that I wasn't good enough, smart enough, or in some other way, not enough. This message isn't about motivation. It's not about hype. It's about truth. And the truth is, you didn't lose your power. Nobody took it from you. You stopped claiming it because somewhere along the way, you were taught that your power is loud, arrogant, or offensive to others. That safety lives in shrinking. That to be accepted, you must play in the shadows. That humility means silence. But that's not the truth. That's the training. That's the conditioning you went through that ultimately disconnected you from your power, your true divinity. And this week, we're unlearning all of it. Let's call it out. Life isn't punishing you. Life isn't holding you back. Life isn't waiting for the stars to align. It's waiting for you to show up, to stop blaming, to stop performing, to stop waiting for circumstances to change before you decide to become who you were always meant to be. Because let me tell you, your life is always reflecting back who you're being, not what you're wishing for. If you move like you're powerless, life will mirror that right back to you. But when you move like a creator, when you decide, everything begins to shift. I want to honor something here. Coping saved you. It helped you survive trauma, loss, pain, confusion. It has ensured your survival. But coping is not the same as healing. It's not the same as living. And it's definitely not the same as rising. You see, we develop these coping mechanisms people pleasing, perfectionism, avoidance, overworking, self sabotage and we convince ourselves that this is just who I am. But it's not who you are. It's who you had to become to make it through. It's who you practiced being for so long that even you forgot who you truly are. But now it's time to let go of the identity that was built in pain and struggle and start becoming the version of you that was born in truth. There was a point in my life when I looked like I had it all together: business, relationships, confidence. But the truth, I was disconnected because I was still living from programming. I thought if I worked harder, I'd finally feel like enough. If I kept everyone happy, I'd finally be safe. If I stayed in control, I wouldn't have to feel how powerless I actually felt inside. But then I hit a wall, and rock bottom called my number. And here's what I realized: I was waiting on life to change, but life was waiting on me to choose. I remember years ago when I had a music manager who told me to always perform my best on stage because you never know who's in the crowd. And so I did. I sang my heart out in every show, just hoping that one person who could change it all and give me the shot I was looking for would just happen to be in the building. Well, as you can see, they never showed up. Looking back, I realized that I was placing my destiny in someone else's hands. I was living in disillusionment, thinking it was anyone else's job to carve my path in life. That was many years ago, and I've had several realizations since then. And what I've learned is that my life is a product of my choices, and that I was the determining factor, not the external conditions of the world. Here's something most people miss: life mirrors what you believe you're worthy of. When you play small, stay silent, or second guess yourself, life reflects that back. Not because it's cruel, but because it's responsive. You want to experience a new level of freedom? Move like you're free. Embody that level of freedom within, and you'll soon experience it without. Want more respect? Start speaking with self respect and make sure you're treating yourself with the level of respect that you want from others. Want to be seen? Stop hiding. Take a chance. Get involved with others, even if it means risking heartache or embarrassment. This is the shift. You don't need to feel powerful to move in power. You just need to decide. Power doesn't shout, it doesn't beg, it chooses. Let me give you a framework. 4 ways to stop playing small and reclaim your power starting today. Number 1, name the place you're hiding. Where are you silencing yourself, holding back, avoiding? Your mind may have developed the idea that your silence is humility, but in reality, it's self abandonment. Number 2, choose alignment over approval. You weren't born to be liked, you were born to be whole, to be authentic and share your uniqueness in this world. And not everyone will understand your truth, and that's okay. I often say that when we learn to be okay with others' disapproval, we gain great power. Number 3, lead with energy, not evidence. Don't wait for your reality to validate you. Move like the version of you that you want to be, and reality will catch up. This is what we call the law of assumption. Move from the assumption that what you want is already yours. And just a quick side note, this isn't a call for recklessness. Instead, it's about alignment. Number 4, make the bold move before you're ready. The next level of your life doesn't come with a manual. It comes with a move. One choice that breaks the pattern. And often, what we think we need in order to achieve what we want is actually what we get on the other side of the accomplishment, such as courage, confidence, and so on. Remember, your power is already in you. This is about reclaiming it, not finding it. I once worked with a client who had spent decades shrinking, always the peacekeeper, always the helper, never speaking up, never asking for what they needed. They thought this was just who they were, but it was really who they became in order to avoid conflict and rejection. I find that peacekeepers are often very effective at bringing peace to others, but it often comes at the expense of their own well being. As we worked together, I asked them one question. What would you do if you believed your truth was safe and that you didn't have to hide anymore? They paused. They cried. Then they said, I'd stop apologizing for being here. That was the shift. They started speaking differently, making decisions faster, and their life, relationship, career, and health began to change. Not because they found power, but because they finally claimed it. Let me say this directly. You don't need a plan. You don't need perfection. You don't need a 10-step strategy. You just need to be done. Done with shrinking, done with apologizing, done with waiting for life to give you a green light. This is your permission slip. You are the sign you've been waiting for. You are the permission. You are the power. And life, it's been waiting on you. So let me ask you right now, where are you still playing small? What would change if you chose power over protection today? This isn't about becoming someone else. It's about remembering who you've always been. You're not broken. You're not behind. You're not too late. You are rising, and your life is rising to meet you. If this landed, drop a comment. Let me know what part of you is ready to rise. I want to hear it. And if you know someone still shrinking, still hiding, still waiting, send them this because they deserve to remember too. I'm Mike Oglesbee, and I'm here to remind you you were born to rise, and life has been waiting on you. Let's go.